On today's video, we're taking a drive through the rapidly growing town of Prosper, Texas. I'm excited to show you some of the major developments that are coming soon, from brand new schools that are set to open to the roads that are being expanded to accommodate this booming area. We'll take a quick drive through the heart of downtown Prosper, where you can really feel the town's charm, and I'll show you the location of the new park that's going to be a fantastic addition to the community. Plus, we'll talk about the exciting mixed-use developments that are in the works, bringing even more amenities and opportunities to Prosper. Join me as we explore what's next for this incredible town.
So that makes sense.
Howdy y'all, welcome back to another video today. You join me over here in Prosper, Texas. We are doing a second update on the new developments coming to Prosper, Texas. Some of these things I'm going to talk about today are things that still got to get approved, or they are going to be open going into next year, like the Richland High School you see right in front of us. This is also Parkway that's getting extended as well. This was part of the 2020 bond program that Prosper put in place that was voted on, and some of the roads around here are expanding, but we'll drive some of the new developments, new areas coming about. I do have an older video over some of the updates on new developments I did maybe like 2 years ago. I figured I'd come back out here, drive around Prosper, show you guys kind of the updates on what's going on. So the first one is right off here on 380 in Parkway up along 1st Street, which is Richland High School. This high school is going to open next year, and it is changing some of the zoning that's going on with Windsong Ranch, Artesia, Legacy Hills, some of these neighborhoods right around here. There's also some apartment complexes, so depending on what neighborhood you're in, you could be zoned for one high school one year and then another one the next, or at least for your kids. This Richland High School actually also was voted on to add another big stadium to it, but the citizens of Prosper declined it. They voted no, and I think it was a pretty close margin, but this one you won't see. You'll see like a small stadium, like there's just the typical high school stadiums that come with them. I guess unfortunately, or maybe fortunately for some people, you're not gonna have a bigger stadium facility over on this side, but there is a new high school coming in here. There is also another high school that's gonna be going up on the north side of where Windsong Ranch is. So a lot of new schools are coming into this area. They're also opening a new middle school that's up along Windsong Ranch. I'm not going to drive around where all the new schools are getting put into, because this video would take a lot longer than what it's already going to take. I'm just going to go around some of the new school areas. That's the first one. The other one we're going to end with is like the new middle school that they're voting on in August, but I'll get into details about that. This here is the new development for the expansion of Legacy and 1st Street. They're expanding 1st Street to connect it out better with the Dallas Parkway, to get onto Dallas North Tollway, and then over to the right is where you're gonna see a little bit of Legacy getting built and attached in. So essentially you're gonna be able to drive from Prosper all the way down to, you know, if you work down at Toyota or you work down around Legacy West, I mean, you're going to be able to take this road and not have to hop onto the Dallas North Tollway. I know still people living out here are going to just hop onto the Dallas North Tollway and not really take Legacy, but at least there's going to be another option, because right now, as you can see, it's no road connecting through that kind of field area right there. So they've been trying to update this slowly but surely. I feel like they've been working on this for like almost a year now. They're making good progress on it, but this is one of the things that's getting expanded. And then up through Star Trail, because that's the neighborhood that we're driving through right now, this road here, Legacy, is going to expand. On the left side, you can see they're starting to dig up the road. They're going to expand that out, and then the Legacy is going to become a 2-lane on both sides going north and south. That connects you down further down to 380. You go through Legacy Hills, and then, you know, you'd right there by the fields of Frisco. You can drive through all. They have all that connected now through Frisco. The next development that we'll talk about is the Prosper Arts District that is going to be at the corner of, am I going to be able to actually drive up here? Yeah, I think I am. There's a bunch of stuff going on around here. So one day I drive up here and they've got something blocked. They got like some type of blockade. The next day it's gone, but it looks like it's okay. And this development here is going to be up along Prosper Trail and Dallas North Tollway on the east or southeast quadrant of where Legacy Gardens is, or I guess like the west side of Dallas North Tollway. Right now it's a field. They haven't even started on it. For the project approval, it got a 5-to-1 vote during its voting for it. Only one person, I guess, didn't want it, but the rest of the committee did. And it's going to be a 35-acre mixed-use development. So they also said it's going to feature a few hotels. It's going to have 515 multifamily unit, and then it's going to have an extensive retail village centered around a water feature. So you are going to get some retail around here. The other retail place that's fairly close to here is the Gates of Prosper, but there is going to be another little retail village along here. The first phase is going to start later this year. It's just going to focus on the infrastructure, the planning, the design, have some of the waterways, the roads, walking paths, and get a parking garage going over here. And completion for that phase 1 is expected to be 2026, and then they'll have other phases after that that will introduce some more multifamily units, a few more hotels, and then they'll continue on with the retail that they're going to put in there. And they have a few business offices up along this north side of Prosper Trail, but this right here on this left side, where you just see this open field, that's where it's going to be getting built into. So north side of Star Trail, southeast side of Legacy Gardens, and just right across where Dallas North Tollway is. So now we're at the Dallas North Tollway. This is the next development getting built within here. All this, okay, has just like started happening over the past month. I mean, they've been doing a whole bunch of work, getting things dug up, pipe laid down, infrastructure going. So I expect this to open probably by the middle of 2026, maybe end of 2025. I don't know how quick they're moving really on it. I would expect probably around 2026 is that this is actually going to be a little bit more open. I don't think it's going to be connected all the way to Salina Road, but I think they're going to have a few of the entryways done up here so that everyone living in these neighborhoods that are on this south side of Prosper are going to have pretty easy access to get onto the Dallas North Tollway. But you can see they're putting in some retaining walls, but all this is getting dug up and they're putting all the infrastructure in, and soon enough you will have some bridges going over First Street, Prosper Trail, and getting this all connected to where the commute times down into Plano, Frisco are going to be a lot quicker than what they are now. Right now, there's a big headache with all this traffic up along, like right now it's 12:15, but there's been a lot of traffic problems at these intersections recently because they've been putting some of these roads down to one lane. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick was that at Legacy Gardens, right by the Prosper Arts District, is going to be a on-site elementary school and another middle school that is zoned there as well. And for the new developments going in over on the west side, you are going to have, just for schools, you're going to have the Richland High School, the new middle school in Windsong Ranch. You're going to have another high school at Windsong Ranch. You're then going to have an on-site elementary school at Legacy Gardens, another middle school at Legacy Gardens, and another elementary school at the Mosaic zone for Prosper ISD. So that's all the schools going in over there. And then also there's going to be another high school that's going to be on the other side of Custer. If you guys want like any other information about that, just go to Prosper's website. They're kind of showing what's coming soon. It'll give you a better idea on all the new schools getting developed, because all of that is going to be coming in over the next 2 years. The next place that we're heading to is downtown Prosper. And for downtown Prosper, this whole plan to re-energize this area was started in 2022. The plan is being implemented by a community-based advisory committee consisting of 8 residents and 3 council liaisons. They want to increase business and foot traffic along here. They've opened some new businesses. They're building, I believe there was some new businesses like Black Hawk Brewery, Tavern on Broadway, and then also there is a big multi-family unit getting built called the Lovano, which you're gonna see a little bit of that too. So we'll drive around and go through downtown Prosper real quick. But this whole area is trying to get re-energized. The first thing they did was putting the town hall back around this area. The next thing they're gonna do is build up some multifamily, bring in some more businesses, restaurants, and then I think they'll be doing some more events through here. I think right now downtown Prosper does like 6 events during the year, 6 or 7 events, not a whole bunch, but I would say that's pretty typical. Like your major holidays, you're gonna have events going on over here. But that's what they're going to be trying to do to kind of increase the foot traffic to get more people around downtown Prosper. Because right now, downtown Prosper really isn't like a big selling point on things. I mean, it's gotten a little bit better, but it's kind of like what's happening over in Frisco too. They're really going in and updating things. Like over in Frisco, they're just redoing all the roads and expanding things over there. Not quite the case on this side. I think they got a lot more fields and open area to work with to be able to bring in some things. But we are in the heart of downtown Prosper, so they're gonna bring some more businesses around here and just try to increase the foot traffic. I would say Salina downtown is popping, I feel like, a lot more than what the Prosper downtown is looking like right now. All right, and then this is the multifamily that is about to be done, that they just added in here. So I'm sure all the people that have been living in downtown Prosper are super stoked about that. But that's kind of the deal, right? Because the multifamily units bring people, the people bring money to the businesses around here, and then everything's working in a nice little cycle. So that's what's going on over there. And then this is the brewery. So Black Hawk Brewery, that just opened. Over on the right side is the silos that are keeping around here. I believe Jerry Jones bought that. And then his development group, Blue Star Landing, or Blue Star Land, they're gonna be going in there and keeping the silos, but updating some things around this. Probably bringing some townhomes around there as well. And downtown Prosper really isn't too big. I feel like you drive in and out of it within like 4 seconds, unlike downtown Frisco where it's like one long road and it takes about 10 minutes or 15 minutes or, man, even 20 minutes now with like the traffic they have down there. It is absolutely ridiculous. But really small area around here, so I think there is a lot of potential for this downtown Prosper. But for right now, it's kind of, it's got a couple nice things. That brewery in there, I actually want to check out that brewery. I haven't gone around downtown Prosper. I think I'm going to take Victoria around there. If you guys want to see more vlogs with me and Victoria going around and doing some things, let me know down in the comments. I think that's the one thing I'm kind of lacking on right now. We are going to Seaside here soon, so I will have a video doing a little vlog trip out to Florida, which should be kind of fun. Okay, this next area that we're headed to, I just wanted to drive by real quick. This is going to be one of the new middle schools that's getting built over here in Salina, on the border of like Salina, Prosper. This one is gonna be 35 acres, and it was originally zoned for ag and single family residential. They're changing the zoning on this, or at least they're voting on it. They're gonna be voting on it in August. That's the next thing. And then the timeline that they have on here is going to be opening that middle school by like 2026. And actually it's 46 acres. I think 30 acres of it was zoned for ag, and then 11 acres was zoned for extraterritorial jurisdiction. And now we are on Frontier Parkway. So you'll notice on this road, there's gonna be, it's kind of like half and half, where it seems like once you get over to this part of Frontier Parkway, half of it is still like land, farm, and then half of it is a bunch of residential going on. This is Liliana. You got Wellspring Estates, got a few other older Prosper neighborhoods, and then you've got some other big pieces of land around here with some big houses that I don't know what they'll be doing with these, but maybe one day these homes with a bunch of acres will sell off and then you'll see more developments around here. But for right now, everyone still kind of owns their piece of land, and the only other developments I've seen really popping up around here for voting is this middle school that's getting put on the corner of the intersection up here. So Liliana zoning could change, Wellspring Estates zoning could change. On this north side of Frontier Parkway, this is Salina. However, the homes in here are going to be zoned for Prosper ISD. So even though it is City of Salina and that's what you're getting taxed on, you're getting taxed on Salina, but then you're getting taxed on Prosper ISD. And then also another neighborhood along here is Mustang Lakes. So middle school for Mustang Lakes, that zoning could change by 2026. And then Wellspring Estates is going to be the last neighborhood up here, and then it's going to be right along where that field is, where the new middle school is going to be getting built. Wellspring Estates has Grand Homes and First Texas Homes within there. Mustang Lakes has more of my favorite, I wouldn't even say favorite, I would just say like I like the builders within Mustang Lakes a lot better than Wellspring Estates. And then right here is where the middle school is potentially going to be going into. So you could see a Prosper Middle School right there. And now we are at Custer, and I'm gonna go south here. And we'll take this down to Raymond Community Park. This one started breaking ground on February 22nd. It's gonna be 67 acres, and it is costing the city about $20 million to build. And also, it is going to be completed, or at least what they're saying, by summer of 2025. The park is actually named after Dudley Raymond, which is the former Parks and Recreation Director, who I guess passed away in 2021 due to COVID. And the park is going to feature some baseball fields, pickleball courts, tennis courts, playground, trails, and multi-use fields, which I'm guessing those multi-use fields are going to be like using them for flag football, soccer, maybe some other random kind of sports. Right, we turned off of Prosper Trail onto Coit and heading south back down towards like 380. Over on this right side is where Raymond Park is going to be. And it's going to also be pretty close to that new construction neighborhood, Lakewood at Brook Hollow. And maybe you can kind of, I don't know, it's up on this hill, so maybe not get the best view of it, but it looks like they have dug up some things. They broke ground back in February. But there's going to be a whole bunch of sports facilities over here for everyone to enjoy. Which all the parks are more on like the west side of Prosper right now. So we'll finally bring in this in over on this side. So you can see they've laid down some dirt. They got the machines out there working. And that is going to be it for the new developments coming to Prosper. So if you guys have any questions about moving to Prosper, buying in Prosper, doing new construction, or maybe you just started your home search, please send me a text or give me a call. Would love to work with you and your family on your home search. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.